Greetings, greetings. Good morning. Good morning. Salute to everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining a very interesting topic once again today. I appreciate everybody stepping out. I slept late. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that, man. Sometimes you just got it. Because you know what? I'll be up late. And, sometimes it's like that shit catches up to you, man. The body tells you. The body is amazing, man. The body will let you know when it ain't right. You put that garbage inside of me, you drunk that alcohol, you're sniffing dope and shooting. You know what I mean? The body does adjust, but the body lets you know. You know what I mean? Because if you're abusing your body, shout out to Don P. Salute to Don P. The body will remind you, man. The body tells you. Like, listen, I know you've been giving me that garbage and I got used to it, and now that you're eating good, I'm not used to it, but it will adjust. Isn't that crazy? The body adjusts even when you're putting poison in it. Peaceful day to you, Don P. Appreciate you always. Shout out to DJ. DJ, how come DJ ain't got no Blue Ranch? Hold on, I gotta fix that, bro. Yes, the body is an amazing, it's your temple, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Green Vegan. Good day to you, darling. God damn. I was just telling Green Vegan how important it is to, you got to watch what you put in your body, but what's scary is the body adjusts. I have a cousin, and I owe him an apology. But we starting off early today. I have a cousin that I owe an apology to. I haven't been a good cousin. And he's a doctor. He's a big doctor in Texas. I could even put your name up and y'all gonna blow your mind. Y'all gonna be like, that's Nate's first cousin. Oh my God. He's a big doctor in Houston, Texas. His name is Dr. Earl Miller. Look it up. Yeah, that's my father's sister's son. You know what I mean? And we used to be really, really close, man. We used to be really close, man. Man, that mode, man, we reach out, we say hello, but we don't say, man, don't just apologize, man. You have to say, I'm sorry. Shout out to Thelonious. No, he doesn't, Green Vegan, but he doesn't, but he it's a great question, by the way. So Green Vegan said, does he fix feet? No, he's actually look him up on Google. Just put in Dr. Earl Miller. I forgot the text, the name of the hospital, but just put, he's major. Let's just put it there. So that's one of my cousins that, you know what I mean? Now I'm missing him as I'm talking to you. As you asked it, I said, Jesus Christ. Wow. But no, he's not, but he can tell you. He's very smart, what runs in the family. But he told me, and I never forgot this, man. He said, the body adjusts. Because I never understood when people used to shoot dope and stuff, and they go into like a hospital and they gotta like give them like morphine, or they gotta give them something different that's alternate to the drug because the body craves for it. So once you allow your body to indulge in such behavior, it the body calls for it. Isn't that crazy? So when you become hatred or hateful, the body calls for more hate. You know people that just hate, they just, they loving, but they hateful at the same time. Like, and I know that sounds crazy, right? But they always like, yo, that's why I'm done. And as soon as I see a hint of somebody, and once somebody does this to me, and once somebody, do we know that character? I shared this with a special person, man, and I told him, I said, there was a neighbor, right? And I had a bad history of screwing my neighbors back in the day. Let me put this disclaimer out. If anybody feels any mode of attention or disrespect, or I feel like I'm talking to you or anything, I'm telling you now, I deeply apologize. I don't want you taking it. Please don't take any of this thing personal in this stream, but run with it and heal yourself. I promise you it works. There is not a doctor that can tell you what I'm about to tell you, because I speak to doctors. I told y'all that before. I told you that I got a couple of close friends that are therapists, and I speak to them. And now that I'm back on my ball, because I went through my journey to get on this journey, I'm telling you, just listen to me. I'll never scare you wrong. So, anyway, I started noticing that with this mode of this behavior that's been in the sky, you could reach out to him, Green Vegan. You're pretty good at research, you know what I mean? I feel so bad because I don't even have his number anymore. We lost our last uncle, and that was it. Once we lost the last one, you know what I mean? I really don't have no way of contacting him because, you know what I mean? I was in my feelings. And, one thing led to another. And we're here. When we start losing people in your family, man, we build shit up in our head. When you're going through changes, you build things in your head. That is the enemy of us. You do. And I want to apologize to any of my family members, friends, close neighbors that we grew up together, that's family, that have felt any type of way. I have a job to do here, and God has put me on this earth to do it. And if I ever hurt you in any way, I apologize. But back to my neighbor situation. So I was being tested by the devil. I had this neighbor, she little flirt, bing, 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 you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, what's your number? She was like, what are you, a Libra? What's your sign? I said, Libra. She was like, oh my goodness, I'm a Libra too. I'm this. Oh my God, I knew it. Every time I see you, I'm just like, hey, bang, bang, bang. Now, mind you, when I was talking to my car is running. My wife and daughter's in the car. But my wife knows I'm a social butterfly, male butterfly, that is. She knows I'm like the mayor, so she don't trip. She can't see him in the car because the way that the van is, the windows are tinted, whatever. She's like, oh, how many kids you got? She was telling me about her sister, whatever, passed away. I was like, oh my God, I knew your sister, you know what I'm saying? I did. You know what I mean? And anywho, we talking or whatever. She's telling me she got this big family out here in the borough. I'm like, okay, here's the devil. The devil's trying to get me. She's like, somehow we go, yo, what's your number? I was like, you want my number? I said, hold on. I had to bullshit and give her the Google number. I don't even give my subscribers the Google number. The few subscribers that got in never got a Google number. I gave them a real phone number. You know what I mean? I didn't even give them a text now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I give her the number. I give her number, and it's like, oh yeah, well, you text me, you know what I mean, neighbor. I'm saying this to myself, the neighbor part. So she's like, you text me, yeah, I'm not calling, you text me because I don't want no woman picking up the phone, all that. And as I did that, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to call sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not, because, you know what I mean? I don't want to revisit this again. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know what I mean? Older woman, you know what I'm saying? She was on it. You know, older women, man, they tell you in a minute, like, shh, I'll eat you up. You know what I'm saying? An older woman, I'm telling you right now, I don't even know who's easier. I don't know if younger or older is easier. I really don't know. I can't say that anymore. It really depends, because if you're with a younger woman and she's with an older dude and she wants to be older, she'll give it up quicker. In other words, if you're an older dude and you ain't trying to rock with the younger chick because you're not attracted to her, you give her that impression, she'll work harder. Just to, by the way, that's some great psychology, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? When women know that you're not into their type, they work a little harder. So anyway, you know, she was on her thing, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, cool. So boom. I said, nah, I ain't gonna hit her up. Cougars, right? Yeah. She's a cougar. Even me, I'm an older nigga, but she's older than me because I told her my age. And she like, oh, damn, I'm older than you, you know? And you could just tell she would just suck it off tonight, like that type of thing. Like she's really like, you know what I mean? She said she's retired, she's moving to Delaware, and she getting a big house out there, you know. I ain't moved. I got to get back to the car, because, you know what I'm saying? I was already taking care of business, minding my business. She pulled up, bing, bing, bing. Because we used to always see each other. Anywho, one of my reasons why I don't like to deal with neighbors, whether I'm married or not, is just, you know what I mean? You got to run into them. It's nothing worse than, my dad always said, never shit where you sleep. And Lord knows I have done that. And in the past, if there's any neighbor that's listening that happened to be moved to Arkansas or LA or wherever you moved, and you find like, you know, I'm listening to Nate every day. I used to date this nigga. I used to rock on. I am deeply sorry, and I apologize for ever taking advantage, because I took advantage of that. I took advantage of you. I did. You know, and I was wrong. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have did that. You know, I should have just walked away the way I'm walking away now. So, as I'm coming out, you know, it's a big development, right? So, like, there's this nice-looking older Puerto Rican woman, fine-ass older woman. And I know that I'm on my bag with this because you know what I mean? And I always compliment her, you know, nothing slutty, you know what I mean? Hey, beautiful, how you doing? You know, they love that. You know, when you older, always slip in beautiful. They love that. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, girl, looking all nice? You know what I'm saying? Don't you know, say, you don't want to be disrespectful. You got to say it to a degree, even if it's something. Because older men don't want to be old, so they don't know how to talk anymore. You know what I mean? I know how to talk. So I'm like, yeah, you doing? Oh, I'm fine. So there was some stairs. So I'm like, just as I'm about to help her, the other woman comes out. And boy, she looked me dead in my face. I'm like, hey, girl, how you doing? And she wasn't too happy. She wasn't too happy. She just, oh, I'm fine. And I'm like, oh, man, I never even called you and got a deal. You know what I mean? I'm like, see, God works in mysterious ways. The body adjusts. Amen. Just at that split of a second, I said, see. So now I've got to help the Puerto Rican woman up the steps, you know what I mean, with the shopping cart. So I just helped her up the steps. She could have did it herself, but I'm a man. I got to do what I do. So I said, so what's up? What's going on? I had to hit it with the, no, you know what I'm saying? Now, you ain't talking now? I didn't say that, but it just, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine. Just, you know, I'm like, she blowing me off now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she blowing me off now. And it's a combination of maybe she see me paying attention to the Puerto Rican lady. You know what I mean? Women are very sensitive, you know what I mean? We all are sensitive. All of us are sensitive. It ain't just women. Women are more sensitive than men, but men are sensitive. So we're sensitive, but you're more sensitive. So they're both there. And I'm just like, well, you know. Oh, thank you. How you been doing? You all right? Yeah, you know. But we always talk, but I was really on the go, so I had to get out of there. You take care of yourself. The other neighbor was gone. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, you see, thank God I never called her. Now, right there, most dudes would have probably hit her with the, hey, girl, what's going on? I said, nah, can't do that. You know what I mean? Because her mentality is, You know, I text him. I told him I wasn't going to call, but I text just to say this is my number, I guess. Like that text, like lock me in. And I never hit her. And, I'm glad I didn't do that because, a woman respects you more. A woman respect me more when, you know what I'm saying? I'm not jumping on the average situation because I don't want to play that game. I don't even want to start it. I don't even want to start it because I live there. I can't fuck around. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't care if that shit was at my studio. I still wouldn't have did it because I don't want to be hiding. Because what if I don't want to deal with you anymore? What if it was whack? What if I went there and we did something, you gave me top and now you look all different now? I'm like, ew. Now you know what I mean? And now I got to see you now because you're going to start seeing her more. Now I'm going to run into her all the time. But this is the thing that I have to fix for myself. You see, I know that I'm a ladies' man and I love women so much and I appreciate the anatomy of a woman. But I also know that in the past, I have made some very bad decisions on impulse, you know what I'm saying? Because of that pussy hole, It's not just porn. I'm addicted to that pussy hole. I'm you know what I mean? Excuse my French, but I'm addicted to it. I'm addicted to the feeling of it. I'm addicted to what it feels, what it does for me, how it increases my manhood, how it's life. It's pussy's freedom. Pussy's freedom. All of y'all want to put money on a pedestal. You know what I mean? I'm not a money person. I'm not saying I don't get money, but you know what I mean? Money is not life to me. Freedom is life. The freedom of knowing that you got freedom. Because the two things in this life that they put you in the dirt for is, a death, right? Or freedom. You go to jail, they take away your freedom. So the fact that I have freedom, I don't want to abuse it anymore. And anybody that I have taken advantage of that, I apologize for that. That's why I don't have the trauma in that, you understand? Because I just apologized. So this is a character that I want to heal myself. And upon me healing myself, you're going to see how I heal myself. You can do the same thing because it worked for me. It works for anybody. And the one thing about healing that I've learned is you can't be unapologetic, man. The worst person you could ever be unapologetic is yourself. Some of y'all strike this mode of, nah, fuck that. I ain't dealing with my cousin. I'm done. It'll be a cold day in hell. And then you got to think about it and say, well, shit, what if the cousin's like, man, shit, I love this brother. You know what I mean? I love this man. Like, I had a family member on a in-law side. Something his son did to him. And I don't know what it was. We never knew. And he was on his deathbed. He did not want to see his son. He fucking hated him. But his son kept going to that hospital and checking on his dad. His father said, I don't want to see him. Don't let him in here. Anyway, the uncle, he was an uncle of mine. He passed away. The son ended up passing away too. Listen to how deep this story is, right? So the father didn't want to see his son. We never knew why. His father died like 2017, maybe 18. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. His son changed his life. He was in peace. He died in peace because he did 25 years in jail, came home, changed his life. You know what I mean? Well, he came home and he started getting high. I'm sorry. He started getting high, unfortunately. But he changed his life, became in the church. Father hated him. We never knew what it was. And then we found out later on his son is a family member, so we were missing him. Like, yo, is he okay? Somebody do a check. We sent the police up there. They found him dead in the apartment, man. He died from COVID. Remember when COVID was at its height in 2020? He died that year, the bad year. And he was dying because he was on the way to the hospital. He never made it. He died in the house. He was in there for days. So you know how that turned out. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, just be there at the normal time. So it was very deep. Hold on. See, this nigga went to my spot. Nigga be bullshit. Hold on 1 second. Don't let me forget that part. I was talking about the sun. Hold on. Because this nigga's going to get me off my rack for a quick minute. Watch. Hold on. Now you don't want to pick up the goddamn phone. God damn. Come on, nigga. Did you go by the house? You be lying, bro. How you going there tomorrow? There's going to be a snowstorm. All right. Yeah, I told you. There's two of them in the studio. I already told you that. No, it's in the studio downstairs. Just bring it in the garage. There's two gallons. I just got them in the small gallon thing. It's enough. Yeah, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. God damn, that was rude. Sorry about that. So, anyway, the point is what I'm making is he's still going to see his son anyway. You understand? The father may have thought he's doing so well, he going to heaven. The son changed his life. He gave it to God. They going to see each other anyway. So what is the point of wasting so much time, thank you, Green Vegan, in life by living in trauma? Well, for what? Like if a man could come and tell you, listen, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? In most cases, it was probably unforgivable. Let's just say. Now, Nate, what do you consider unforgivable? I don't know. Shit, man, with you. I don't even know. I mean, again, unforgivable these days may be something that unforgivable may not be unforgivable to you or vice versa, right? But let's just go with the most extreme level of unforgivable. Somebody took a person away from you and killed somebody. Okay. You know what I mean? And from the things I've seen people in life forgive the people that took people away from them. And that's extreme. So you got to think about your traumatic experiences is only making you worse. Like, it doesn't make you better holding on to that shit. But your pride, you know, people think pride is a nasty word. I don't like pride. Pride is trash. What is, I have my pride? What does that mean? You know, the government raises taxes and they say, well, I have my pride. I'm not paying that. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, well, we'll see. You know, I should be paying what I pay. I work this country. I've been here for as amount of years. Okay, well, we'll see when we get your ass. And now you're sitting in jail because you had your pride. Landlord raises the rent. Bank raises interest rates, but you got your pride. That shit don't pay the bills. I never understood that. So when I see a person that's unapologetic, you need to fix yourself. You know what I mean? You're in trauma. It's not a flex to be unapologetic. I never understood people like that. You make it sound as if you're the bigger person or the better person because you're unapologetic. And that is learned behavior. That's bullshit. That's not. And if that's prideful, what is it, American pride? Yeah, well, look at American pride right now with the politics right now. Where's that shit? Every asshole that got American pride is a hater. Think about that. The minute you see somebody have an American flag on their pickup truck, that is a hateful person. And they're living in trauma. There's nothing happen. People don't understand. That's why they told you. Didn't they tell you? Didn't she tell you what's the most amazing song that was written by the most amazing songstress? Love is stronger than pride. It is. Let it in. Like, enough is enough. Well, I forgive people, but I don't forget. Because you're unapologetic, loser. We don't need that. We don't need that attitude anymore. Why don't you show us how to heal instead of staying hurt? A lot of y'all New Yorkers going crazy because the snow ain't melting. Good. You know what? God has given us another storm tomorrow. You know why? Because you didn't realize, you didn't trust the seasons. You didn't trust the seasons. You think the snow is going to be here forever? We don't live in Alaska. Let nature take its course. As the temperature increases, the snow will melt. Well, Nate, it was been here for a whole month. Of course it's been here for a whole month. If it's 10 degrees, it's not going to melt that way. The seasons is a process. The leaves fall in the winter. For the fall. Fall in the fall. Autumn. Why? Because when it snows and the ice hits the trees, okay, we don't have any catastrophes with all those leaves and ice and snow on there. So it takes it off and gives you bare branches. The branches sleep in the winter, and then it springs up in the spring, and you start seeing the budding, and then in the summertime, it's all flourished. Why are you tripping? That's nature. What happened to man? Your unapologetic ways is nothing but bad behavior. That's all it is. Sade called it a long time ago. She doesn't do podcasts. The song was from 1986, 87. Love is stronger than pride. But you have all these issues with family and friends of who did this and what this one did. Why don't you address them? Why don't you tell your abuser, I don't know what I did to you, but I want to apologize if any way that I hurt you. You want to go to your abuser and say, you hurt me. No, apologize to the abuser. I want to apologize if there's anything that I did to you. If there's any way that I hurt you. They're going to be fucked up. Because they know, God damn it, I'm the one that did hurting. If anybody should be apologizing, is me. But you wait on everybody else. See, the thing is, when you fix yourself, there is no waiting on anybody. Amen. Write it down, class. When you fix yourself, there is no waiting on anybody else. I have to apologize because I have to get to the level of forgiveness. And you can't forgive without giving an apology. You can't have a forgiving heart. You can't just wake up and say, I'm going to forgive them just because it sounds good. Your husband was abusing you and he's locked up in jail and y'all no longer together. And he calls you and says, I just want to tell you, I'm sorry if I ever hurt you. I'm sorry if I ever. He's going to be, what are you talking about? That's the first thing they ask. What are you talking? I just want to say I'm sorry and I apologize if I ever hurt you in any sort of way. It was never intended. You have a nice day. You don't even wait for the response. You're not giving an apology for a response. You're giving an apology for yourself. Healing is for you, not for others. You're not here for everybody else. You're here to make yourself better. And then Everybody could watch that and say, God damn it, if he can do it, I can be better. And I can be better. People want to hear testimony. Did it work for you? If a woman goes to a doctor, she wants to get a surgery, she has to look at the comments, the testimonies. God damn it, did it? Can I see some before and afters? Can I speak to a client that went to you? Sure, here's her number. Give her a call. She just went. You understand? How did it work for you? Oh, it was awful. It's the worst thing I ever did. I wouldn't suggest it. I feel like shit. I feel like I got plastic on my face. I shouldn't have never got plastic surgery. You dig? Now the person has a choice if they want to go with it or not, but you got the testimony. Life is nothing but a storm, right? You're gonna have some good days, sunny days, bad days. There's gonna be hurricanes. But how many hurricanes have we went past? It's in the past already. Did you forget about that? Anybody that's unapologetic, that's traumatic. They had a traumatic experience and they're not getting over it. They refuse to. That is a disease. Now you fix it. I just stay to myself. I do me. I work, bust my ass, take care of my kids, stay to myself, keep things. Right. They're still unapologetic. They ain't healed. That's not healing, my friend. That's not healing. Put pride in the trash. Heal yourself and allow love in. It feels so much better. Love just feels better. You know, there's not enough apologies going around. There's so many of us that can use it. Do you know how it is to wake up and go to your mailbox and in 2026, you see a letter with your name on there, taped with all this tape and your name. You open it up and it's like 4 pages from somebody you haven't heard from in 30 years. Do you know that letter you could hold on forever and ever and ever? That letter will be here longer than you. And we don't look at it that way. We pride ourselves on being strong. Yeah, but you're not strong. You can't be strong and be unapologetic. That's not strength. That's weakness. You're mad. Would you want to deal with a madman in traffic? Would you want to deal with a madman if it was a coworker or somebody working for you? You want to deal with people that say, listen, they don't let none of that shit bother them. Listen, man, you got to learn how to forgive. Teach me that. Anybody could teach me hate. Not everybody could teach me love. You have to put pride in the pride is trash. Put that shit in the trash. You could have respect. You could have a certain honor. You could do a whole bunch of things, but pride ain't a good word. Pride desensitizes your apologetic character. Because an unapologetic is nothing but trauma. But apologetic, that's a character, a strong character. You ever hear people that tell you, I don't let shit bother me? Yes, they do. That's trauma talking. Because people that's apologetic, they don't say that. Their character is nothing but action. You can't go by people's words. You got to go by their actions. Even though I have said things in this live stream, believe me, I probably have said things in this live stream to have a family member that heard one video, came across my shit in the algorithm and said, fuck my cousin. I'll never deal with that nigga again. He was talking about me. It happens. I've lost family and friends over doing this shit. Trust me when I tell you. Because they look at that as a form of rejection. It's like my neighbor. My neighbor's like, oh, fuck that nigga. That nigga didn't text me back. Fuck him. Meanwhile, I'm like, well, what if I did text you back and got involved and did the hanky, the hanky panky and did all that bullshit. Now I gotta hide. I'm fucked up. I got my wife and daughter. Nah, I'm good. I'd rather you be mad at me this way. Or should I just apologize to her and say, listen, I can't give you my number. We can't even fucking play with that. I'll see you when I see you, how you doing, God damn it, but not. You know what I mean? But this is what happens. We're human. I made a mistake. But it could have been worse. It still could be worse. I could get off this phone right now. I mean, I could get off this goddamn jack and get on this shit. Next thing you know, I call her. Yeah, what's up, girl? Seen you the other day. What's your deal? Ain't nothing. Trying to, get my car started. There's a lock. I don't know my shit. Oh, I'll be right over. Hold on. God damn, that shit looking good. Oh, really? Why don't you come and get it? Hit this shit, goddamn. God, oh, yeah, so now fuck this shit out of me now. Oh, my God. Boop, bust a nut and say, oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Now she go tell my wife, got video of it, the Ring camera. She left the camera on in the house. Now I got to apologize to my wife for my terrible goddamn behavior. God damn, let me fix myself. Let me heal myself and get this demon out of me. Shout out to Thelonious. Shout out to DJ. Instead of pride, people need to learn the art of integrity. That's a fact. Right. I have integrity. How about that? I have dignity. I like that. We think pride is a flex. Yeah, because that's why I stayed in myself. Oh, that's ain't how many single men and women you see when they start, I was the dating, oh fuck everybody. That's why I stayed in myself. Niggas play games. I'm a good catch. Well, goddamn, how could you be a good catch? You're mad at the whole fucking world. Now I got to lie to your ass and get in there with the same bullshit that they did. Oh, well. You understand? But when you fix yourself, you think of it a little different. Say, you know what? I ain't going to put myself through that. And not putting myself through that is not putting my family, friends. You understand? Even the person you did. It's you. It's not them. I will never forgive this person. I will never fuck with them. They could die for all I care. Yeah, that's trauma. It ain't trauma. I'm over it. I'm good. Life is great. I couldn't be happier, Nate. What the fuck you talking about? Now I go do a live stream on this shit. 4 months later, they happen to listen to it. Oh, you were talking about me, Nate. Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, fuck that nigga too. Next thing you know, I see him in the street. Yo, what up, girl? She like, please, nigga, don't speak to me. What? What did I do? So now you have to say, well, you know what? I don't know what I did. Have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. But all I can do is say, you know what? Maybe it is something I did. Maybe I didn't see her behind me and my head was turned forward. But whatever it is that I did, if you're here listening, I apologize and I'm deeply sorry if I've hurt you in any way. You get it? It all goes to that. See, healing just feels better. You have a broken bone and it heals. You're healed. Now, it doesn't take away the fact that you got a broken bone, and you may not be that lucky the next time because you may have lost the integrity of that bone because it's broken. However, it's healed. And the healing process allows a level of nature to kick in. You gotta let healing do what it does. Allow yourself to heal. There are people here. Big Phil, we had him as a great member at one time. Shit went left. He pops up, he keeps coming back and forth. Brother, enough is enough. I've called you every name. I said everything. You fucked up meet and greets. But then I had to say, you know what, brother? maybe I said something to this man that really, really put him in a position that he never got over. Because he clearly didn't forget it. So, Brother Phil, if you hear in that rant that I went on and all of the stuff we went back and forth, maybe you were having a bad day. Maybe I was having a bad day. How about that? But I apologize, brother. I deeply apologize. If there's any way that I hurt you or anything that I hurt you, you shared things, you shared inside your house, you had the woman in there. I went out there and trashed you, told you was fucking a 100-year-old woman. You know what? That was unnecessary. I apologize to that. And if you're here listening, even better. If you're not here listening, God is watching me. He knows what I did. The people are listening, they know what I did. Because it's going to inspire somebody else to do it. I got my first apology in nearly 30 years. No, not that long. My bad. I did have one apology from a woman. It was attempted. But I got another one this morning, and she knows who she is. Just less than 24 hours. Maybe it was 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. Somebody gave me an apology from that live stream yesterday. So it works. And it wasn't just a point of apology accepted. It felt so good to hear an apology. You know, an apology is like hearing I love you. A sincere apology feels like somebody telling you, I love you. You'd be surprised how many things people are holding in, man. Get into a debate with somebody or argument with a family or friend that you knew for years and watch them say, yeah, I ain't forget when you did that. And you're like, oh, okay. So we've been around each other all these years and you've been holding that in. Okay, well, let's fix it. Well, you know, he apologized. What happens when a person doesn't accept your apology, Nate? Well, fuck it, that's their problem. Not yours. See, it's your problem when you don't give the apology. But when they don't accept it, that's on them. See, you're afraid of what, Nate, what if they don't accept? You don't do an apology for them. You do it for you. You owe them an apology. They say, that's why they don't say them owe you. You owe them. You owe them an apology. When you see two kids fighting, you tell the kid, you owe them an apology. Whether they take it or not, they could always ask in the future, well, did he apologize? Yeah, he did. But fuck him anyway. I don't forgive him. They're like, oh, well, okay, that's personal. Because he's out of there. In most cases. We ain't talking about extreme shit. We ain't talking about shit where you done took a nigga's life. You done took a person's independence. You raped them. We ain't talking about that. That's understandable if there's a little mode of non-forgiveness there. We haven't got that deep yet. But, we black people, most of our shit is bullshit. But ain't no bullshit when somebody done raped you at a young age. You know what I mean? Maybe you should see your uncle and say, Uncle, I just want to tell you I apologize if there's anything I've done to you. And he's going to say, what you talking about? You're going to say, you know what I'm talking about. If there's anything that I've hurt you or disrespected you, I apologize. And just walk away. He know he molested you. He don't even know how to deal with that. But you did. Okay? He's going to the devil anyway. Why are you worried about it? You're not going down there. He is. He'll be dealt with on Judgment Day. Y'all think that's a joke? The soul lives forever, not of a devil, though. Your godly soul lives forever. But when you got a devilish way, you'll be dealt with on Judgment Day. That's why they tell you to change before it's too late. Change before it's too late. So I urge you to be apologetic for your ways. My nasty ways. I got, you know what I mean? I have a demon inside of me. I have to tell a woman, no, you don't want to deal with me like that. She may take that as a damn, oh, really? What you trying? No, trust me on that. What if I smash you and then the next day I see you, I don't want to speak to you any goddamn more? That's how I usually feel when I bust a nut anyway. You know what you gonna say? Oh, this nigga did some bullshit. These niggas ain't shit. I don't want to be that guy. I'd rather be the guy that know that, did you fuck him? No, actually I didn't. The nigga got my number, the nigga didn't even call me. I'd rather be that guy. You respect me a little better. Because when that shithole comes back in your house and you find out, oh, this nigga lied to me, you fell in love with him, you'll see Nate as the neighbor and say, you know what, God damn it, the nigga's still my neighbor. We didn't cross that line. You'll respect me. It may not be now, but you will respect me later. Because I had to fix myself. I know what I can do. And I know what I got no business doing. This is what happens sometimes when you're a mayor. You talk to everybody, God damn it, God, I apologize to everybody. Please don't take this anyway. This is how I move. Please don't take this personal. So messages can really go far, but the character is what you want to change, your character. Your traumatic character. Your traumatic behavior needs to go into positive character. Okay? You don't want the character of a traumatic fucking nutcase. Nobody wants that. You ever look at a dog that's trained and a dog that's not trained? That's what it is when you're unapologetic. You're not trained. You're not trained to deal with your feelings. You're not trained to deal with your pain. You can't heal yourself when you're living in trauma, right? So when you want to be helped and you want to come out this trauma, you're like, you know what, Nate, you keep telling me this love feels so much better. You'll see. It feels so good. Love feels so good. Well, love, what kind of love you talk about? Man and woman? Love. I didn't say a man and woman. God damn it, get your mind out together. Love. Love is an essence. That picture you see in that picture, that's me and my bro, Afion Crockett. It's my man. But I got to tell him too, brother, if there's anything that I have done, anything, I apologize. I'm sorry. Hearing that I'm sorry today from this woman, oh, it felt so good. Oh. Because I was giving apologies for everybody. Some people may say, well, God damn it, nigga, maybe you was fucking up. No, it's because I'm apologetic. I'll meet you halfway. As unapologetic as when we got a problem. You're not going to like me when I'm angry. From the words of the Incredible Hulk. But apologetic, it gives you a forgiving demeanor. You know people that failed, you'll give him a pass a little more. He didn't. Don't give him a hard time. Man, fuck that, bro. No, I don't hear none of that positive shit. Like, nah, Niggas is going through it right now. It's 2026, especially if you live up north. Now we got the weather. The president can't do shit about that. Can a president make the world better? I don't know about better, but I know they know how to fuck it up. That's for sure. It's easy to fuck some shit up. Not everybody can make shit better. So you have to learn to look at yourself and fix yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I I've abused you. I've wasted all these years by bullshitting you. Look at your nose and eyes and your lips and your hair, all that shit that stuck by you, and say, damn, I dragged you through the fucking wood. You know, we all know where to go when we want to watch something dirty or watch some drama or go to OnlyFans or Facebook or Instagram. We all know when we want to watch all the bullshit, but where do you go when you want to let it go? Where do you go when you want to let it go? Where? Where do you go? Who do you talk to? Especially black men. Who the fuck do y'all talk to? Somebody said, great comment. Oh, podcast is just a black man's way of therapy because they don't go to therapy. And some dude responded to saying, well, when a woman can't, OnlyFans is when a woman can't get a job. Some shit. I'm like, well, he's still bitter. Let's deal with the fact that maybe they got a point there. Maybe a podcast is nothing but therapy for black men because they don't know how to talk. Where do they go? Where does a man go when he got shit on his mind? My boy called me the other day we talked for an hour about nothing. He just wanted to talk. Because I know he's going through shit. He just don't know who to talk to. And I fuck with him every now and then and be like, man, you don't let shit bother you. Nah, bro, it ain't worth it. I don't let shit bother me. And then I'm like, yeah, well, when his wife cheated on him that time, I remember he was like, fuck this. And, I'm out of here. She can keep the house. I'll just give me, you know what I mean? He was ready to throw it all away. So, it's all a mask. You know what I'm saying? That's why they tell you anger is a mask for pain. Shout out to January. Shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Anna. It's you. Well, with them people, when they tell you to take accountability, people that tell you to take accountability, they're in pain. That's why they're telling you that. They want an apology. Why don't you give the apology? Give the apology to call your fucking boyfriend that cheated on you and broke up and said, I just want to tell you after 20 years, I just want to tell you, if there's anything that I did that hurt you, I apologize. That's all the words you said when you caught him. You threw his shit in the street. You put all his business out there. All because you didn't think he wanted your pussy hole anymore. Apologize. You'll fuck him up like that. Because he gonna be like, nobody has ever told me no shit like that. You know what I mean? And if he is gonna be accountable for his action, then he'll tell you, you don't owe me shit. I owe you an apology. You understand what I'm saying? But it don't matter. You're not doing it for that. You're doing it for you. I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get out this trauma state. I got to get my character together. Fuck this. Ladies will be like, oh, never tell a man you've been hurt. Never tell him you've been dirty. Yeah, why not? We got to change that shit. You tell him you've been hurt. Let him know every goddamn thing. Because you start telling him all that strong bullshit, now you tell him your trauma. That's not your character. Nothing bothers me. A man need to keep it real. Don't tell him all that. Just say, listen, you know what I'm saying? Every man I had fucking did me dirty. But I forgave them. Because maybe it wasn't them. Maybe it was me. You'll fucking nigga up like that. He'll be like, I never heard no, you know what I mean? Because the woman always want to put it out as, she's strength. She got her own this. She don't need a nigga. Oh, that means she been hurt. You deal with a player like me, forget it. I'm going to read right through that. Oh, you been fucked over. I'm going to lie to you the same way they did. And we're going to be at the same situation. Now I got to see you in Costco with my wife and daughter. I won't do that on second thought. You know what I mean? It's us. Never tell a person what you've been through. Why not? You may meet a person that could connect with you and say, well, God damn it, you the first one that ever told me what you've been through. A scarred woman is a bitter woman. That's different. Unapologetic is bad trauma. That's what it is. That's what it represents from you. There's no strength in that. I know family members that got brothers and sisters. They will not apologize to a fucking soul. They want it all to them because they want everybody to be accountable. Fuck accountability. Fuck pride. Throw that shit in the fucking dirt. Okay? I owe you an apology. Maybe that's why you cheated on me. Maybe I deserved it. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe after all these years, I didn't realize that, you know what? You cheated on me because maybe I just wasn't good enough. And I thought I was. And I apologize for thinking that I was God's gift to the goddamn world. Sometimes we be in our heads so much. We believe that we are the prize. And anybody that got me, you fucked me over, nigga, you're done. Your life is finished. Really? But now you got the trauma with that. You're going to be unapologetic. Oh, yes, you will. Just bow off gracefully and say to myself, well, maybe it's me. And you can't help it if it's you. Did he cheat on me or did he cheat on himself? Well, I'm sorry from disrespecting you. Well, you know, you did what you had to do, but, you know, work on yourself, brother, because I'm working on me. See, you got to remember, as a man, when we sticking our dicks in everybody, we take a lot of risk, man. We don't know if you got fucking AIDS. Just imagine that. We don't know. We have no idea. You understand? You know, all you niggas out here licking asses, you catch AIDS. You catch cancer like that, man, licking a woman's ass. Look it up. Look up AIDS, how AIDS is transmitted. It's transmitted through the anal cavity. That's how it's transmitted. That's how it was created. It came from the butthole. So a woman may say, oh, he cheated on me. He did me dirty. What a dirty piece of shit. But did he cheat on you or did he cheat on himself? Because if you were so much of a good woman, he lost you, he fucked himself. I don't know how you see it, but that's clearly what it is. I know a nigga now, all he doing, he showing me new girlfriends. I'm like, nigga, you'll never be happy. Even with the fact that your other love was a slut in her own way from him, she's the only woman he loved. He'd never love anybody else. I don't give a fuck who he showed me. He could show me videos of naked bitches and this one doing that. He's going to be in love with his love of his life. I know that personally. So all he doing is wasting time. You see? This right here, y'all read this comment right here. And anybody listening to Stitcher Land, SoundCloud, this is what I'm talking about. This ain't accountability. This is called healing yourself. She said, thank you, Nate. Thank you for that super chat, my love. Thank you, Nate. I'm not apologetic. I'm broken. You know what, darling? You ain't the only one. What you think? This journey I'm talking about, I'm living it, God damn it. There gonna be people telling you that nigga ain't apologized to me. He don't even fuck with me. I didn't get to them yet. This shit, let me give you the disclaimer of how hard this shit is. Oh, I didn't tell you that part. Oh no. What do we think? We just gonna go, Nate, give me a list of people and apologize and I'm gonna feel good. No, you're gonna feel like shit. This is a process. This takes time. We got a big snowstorm coming here tomorrow. We got to go through it could be another month for the snow dry. It could be a few days. It probably won't even happen. But whatever it is, I'm prepared for it. You understand? I'm for better or worse. And sister, shout out to Nervins. And sister, let me tell you something, Green Vegan, my love. What you think? You're not the only one. You just admitted it. Most people are in that position. Most! I got a better one for you, darling. You ready for this? What I always tell you, proof is in the numbers. The majority rules, right? Everybody is unapologetic. Everybody wants accountability from the person. How dare a person? How dare you? You tell a man, when you meet a man and you tell a man, listen, I am unapologetic, I'm broken. Women think, oh, that's a weakness. You shouldn't have told him that. Why not? What you think you gonna tell him? I'm very apologetic. I get over shit. I'm very peaceful. He gonna fuck you over even worse. Especially if he like me. He gonna know, well, I want to break that down. Ain't nothing to break down when you already told him I'm broken. Amen. Ain't nothing to break down. Nigga, I'm broken already. You think you the only one? I stand with you, sister. I got the trauma of being unapologetic. I got a couple of fucking goddamn shitholes now I got to apologize to within the next couple of days. It's going to be a bitch. Especially one of them. One of them is going to be real hard for me to do it, but I got to do it for me. Just for peace sake. Because I don't want to be running around not dealing with this person, blocking a number. And then we do this shit so long and now time is wasted. Somebody dies. I don't want to risk that. This woman, oh, I'm good. I'm not broken. If you listening to this live stream, everybody's broken. Why would you be here? Nobody would be at the B mindset if they wasn't broken. The whole world's broken. The president is broken. Religious leaders are broken. The mayor's broken. What happened to that girl, Shara 7? They said she just lost her husband. She's broken. She just said the nigga took care of all the bills. She ain't going to get married again because she's like, well, ain't none of these niggas doing that shit anymore. Not on this social media shit. We all broken. Nerva is broken. January is broken. Ann is broken. Thelonious is broken. Calvin's broken. DJ, we're all broken. Nobody just admits it. People are broken to me when they say I'm about positive vibes. I'm like, nah, they're broken. They just didn't admit it. See, you can't, it's like a person that tells you I'm fat and I'm out of shape. I got a bad diet. You can't tell them they got a bad diet and they fat and out of shape. They already told you what the fuck it is. You understand? But if a person admits who they are, how could you drag them? We so scared to tell people who we are, what our presentation is. Okay, broken is reversible. Broken is serious. Can we fix it? Yes. And that's heavy. She says, I'm not unapologetic. I'm broken. Okay? That's serious. You know, women may say, or a guy will have a field day. A nigga gonna have a field day regardless. If you got a piece of shit in your life, whether you broken or not, he gonna fuck you over. He's a piece of shit. But he gonna fuck you over even more when you say you got more going for yourself. You understand? Less he gotta do. You got a nice place, you paying big rent, you got the bag, shit, I ain't gotta pay none of that shit. But if you said you were struggling a little, a nigga probably help you out. Shara 7, let's see if anybody take care of her. I'll show you what these niggas are. All that shit she told girls to go get money, watch. She ain't no Latin poor prostitute. That shit's hard for a sister. You don't tell a nigga, you know, he got to give you this before he do this. Just tell him, listen, nigga, I'm fucked. I can't go on no date, nigga. Shit is rough at home. I'm fucked up. Money's tight. Then you know what you're dealing with from there. Says he's broken. That's some serious, man. Let me tell you something, sister. That's serious, but I'm going to tell you one thing. This journey that I'm on, now, mind you, I done touched a few souls already. I've been doing it. It worked. But I got more to get to. But it works. And you know it works. Because you did it to me. I've never had a woman tell me, I'm sorry, Nate. I'm sorry, Corey. I didn't realize I was wrong for what I said. I was wrong for what I did. I didn't realize that. I am sorry, brother. I don't get that. Because everybody's broken. And when they're broken, they can't apologize to me. They want me to apologize to them. So I'll give you that. No problem. That's cool. Now what? You received my apology. I did it for me. Now you received it. You're still, if a person's broken, they broken. Well, now you got to kiss my ass. I had a woman tell me that. I apologized to her. It's a female friend. There was some bullshit that we was going through. I wrote her. I said, I apologize. I'm sorry. Well, that's going to take a little bit more time. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. You know why? Because when I did it, I wanted her to accept the apology. You don't want acceptance. You leave them with an apology. When you seek acceptance, now you're looking for validation. You don't want that. You're going to fuck it all up if you do it that way. You just want to put you know what I mean? It's like going to a family members and they don't fuck with you. You leave at the door and says, listen, nurse, could you give him this letter for me? Just give him this note. Thank you. Make sure he gets it. That's it. And he reads it and crumples it and throws it in the garbage. But you know what? He got the message. It's like looking on the phone and you see that shit say red. As long as they got it. I don't give a fuck if you block them after that. As long as they got the message. Because you'll feel better about yourself. And there's too many of us that are going through things. Nervins. Let me give you an example. Watch this. Nervins. You're not the most consistent here, but I just want to tell you, brother. I said me and you had some little disagreement on a live stream about a couple years ago. And I said some real awful things to you. You know what I'm saying? I did. I don't know if you're still here because you pop in and pop out, but whether you listening or not, watch this. Whether you listening or not, because you probably logged off and went on to another stream. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, brother, I apologize for my actions, my unapologetic, traumatized behavior. I apologize to you, brother. I do. Moving along. You see? Shout out to Jordan. You see, the goal is you put that energy out, right? Now, again, he may not be it. Maybe he popped in and said this, he ain't dragging nobody. This is some positive shit. I don't know. But I know what I did. So now down the line, if there's something said, brother, did you get the memo? Because he may pop back up and say no. I said, well, you know what? Just want to look. I threw you an apology, man. Whether he caught it or not. That's the name of the game. Because now I feel better. Shout out to Jordan Atkins. Where you been? God damn. Jordan, you've been gone a little while. I want to tell you right now, I don't know where you've been. Haven't seen you in a long time. But if there's anything that I have said to you or maybe any of these streams reference something and you may have took it the wrong way and may have thought I was talking about you or anything, if there's any way that I hurt you in any way, I apologize. We haven't seen you in a long time, so I just want to put that out there. January, still working on healing family wounds. That's a process, as is. It's a process. Just start off with one. Challenge yourself. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all going crazy with it because you're going to go crazy with it. You're going to be having high expectations. This is a season. You have to treat this like the 4 seasons. You know what I mean? Right now, if you want to go out and mow your grass in New York, ain't happening. The grass is sleeping. Okay, it's going to be sleeping tomorrow. It's going to be sleeping next week. It probably ain't going to get up until another month or two. Okay, it's not the time. You know what I mean? But just have that in the preparation and think of how the seasons go. You know, we do that. Now, I will say this though. Blue wrenches, I definitely give those in a heavy way. Yeah. So you know what I mean? If I gave you a wrench and you didn't deserve one, I apologize. Wrenches are not for everybody. So what I'm gonna do, respectfully, I'm going to give DJ a wrench because DJ has a new channel. I mean, a new name there. I'm gonna give DJ a wrench, and I'm gonna take one wrench away from one individual because they don't, you know, they don't really need it. You know what I mean? Respectfully. Um, Hold on, let me make sure I remove it. Okay. So we have to know how to give people their medals that deserve things. You know what I'm saying? When you, oh shit, hold on. So DJ, I just gave you a wrench. It's important to do that. So hold on, let's see what Jordan says. So Jordan says, "Oh, you're so kind that I've been working with all that I'm on the third shift, so my body and sleep schedule is adjusting and it's hard." Okay, so you know this ain't a man talking. I know some of you men are like, "Is that Jordan?" I'm like, "No, Jordan's a woman." I know that. I've been know that. So, right, but now check it. Let me show you how powerful apology is, right? So Jordan says, "Oh, you're so kind. I've been working on that." Right. She didn't say, "No, nigga, you never offended me. There has never been nothing in your live stream that has offended me." And that would have been bullshit. She accepted my apology. See, I wasn't looking for her to. I just wanted her to get that, right? But she never denied. she, 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 she never denied. You know what I mean? Never said, "Yo, you forgiven too, bro. I was driving, listening to Nate." See what I mean? I told you what I told you. I told you when you tell somebody an apology, because we all have something. Jordan probably heard a video and felt, "Oh God, Nate, you said women can't get a man for the life of them. They're all gonna fucking caddy little." You know what I mean? And that probably fucked her up. And she said, "I ain't fucking with Nate." You know what I mean? I am a member. Okay. I don't need to be around this nigga. I'm gonna give him a little break and start listening to these other assholes. You understand what I'm saying? Right? She ain't deny it. Look, Nervin, see, he remembers. He didn't say, "Bro, what the fuck you talking about? You ain't never say no disrespectful shit." I did. He knows what I said. And he ain't forget it. People never forget the way you make them feel. He didn't forget it. That's why he said, "You forgiven, bro." Because he know I was naughty. I owed him that. Jordan, trust me, Jordan probably heard one of them damn videos probably talking about good pussy, bad pussy, and she probably looked at her shit and said, "What kind of shit is this nigga talking about?" Fuck him. All right? He don't know every goddamn thing. Probably did a big fill on me and said, "Well, shit, nigga, not everybody, you ain't everybody." But she needed to hear that. So she came back. She probably was over there with them shitty ass goddamn streamers and said, "You know what, let me go back to Nate and see what the fuck he talking about." You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Nervin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nate, shout out to G. G, if I ever offended you, yeah, Nate, there was one video you did, I ain't gonna lie, brother. You talked about my goddamn iPhone. I mean, you talked about what one woman told me. One woman, hold on one second, hold on. Yeah, so hold on. Yes, I'm trying to tell you. Listen to me, all right? Listen to me. Listen to where I'm going with this, right? Where you have situations, right? Y'all could be, when you going through shit, every little thing will bother you. I could have said some shit about men. There's some men out here that's like, man, fuck that nigga. Because it was probably a video I said, yeah, niggas is 50 is dirt. They're going to be dead in 2 years. And that could fuck a nigga up. I'm telling you it does. I've been there. I've heard interviews with people and I'm like, what? He thought like, man, fuck that. Now I ain't supporting that nigga no more. You know what I'm saying? That one support this, he support, you know what I'm saying? But if that person said, man, if there's any way I ever hurt you, man, it's important. We need to hear that. There's not enough apologies going around and we need to hear that. So anybody that's walking around, I'm unapologetic, fuck that, I ain't saying sorry to no fucking body. Yeah, that's trauma. And you know what I'm saying? Pray for them. They're traumatized. You know, don't tell them that. Just remember what I said. Listen, let them rip, and you'll see. Then they're gonna talk you to death for a whole fucking hour. How nothing bothers them. You ever had people like that? They talk to you for 2 hours. They're like, fuck family. I could care less about it. But nigga, you've been on the phone with me for 2 fucking hours. You know what I'm saying? It's like a girlfriend that breaks up with a man and he beat her up and he's like, I'm done with him. I'm getting my stuff out of here. I call the cops. I'm moving tomorrow. Yeah, how long you been on the phone with her? Oh, I was on the phone with her for like 3 hours going through this shit. I said, yeah, well, she got her therapy. She ain't going no fucking way. Why'd you call them out? What happened? You leave? No, the landlord says we got a damn lease, even though we ain't been paying rent in 3 years, but we still got a lease to meet. So I'm not going to probably get out here till the end of the year. What you doing today? You be like, bitch, is you serious? You wasted my goddamn time. No, she ain't waste your time. You wasted your goddamn time. When people are talking from trauma experiences, you know, you gotta give them a time. You gotta give them a little timeline. Like, hold on, nigga. Like, I got 5 minutes, but keep talking. You know what I mean? Because they're talking in trauma. Nothing bothers me. I don't give a fuck. Yo, Nate, Corey, I really don't give a fuck what nobody thinks about me. Yeah, they do. That's trauma. That's trauma. Ladies and gentlemen, unapologetic is a trauma. Put pride in the trash. Heal yourself. Allow love in. Love feels so much better. I love the Green Vegan. I love Jordan. You know what I mean? I love Nervins. I love all y'all because y'all are alive. Like, I love you the way I love a tree or a plant. They're growing. The trees may not have any leaves on it right now because we're in a season where it's not supposed to, but goddamn, we in a season right now. We don't have any leaves on us. But be prepared because when the sun comes out, oh my God, it's going to shine. It's going to shine so good. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh, it's going to be a fucked up summer. You know, these dirty little No. The fuck the niggas concentrate on that sunshine. What happens when that sun comes out? God, it's a beautiful feeling. You ever see when it rains, storms, and the sun comes out, and how you look out the window and you get all motivated? That's the sun, the power of the sun. You understand what I'm saying? Be apology. Tell somebody today, one person. Maybe today, well, Nate, I got to prepare myself. Watch and see. And tell your baby's father, I apologize if I ever hurt you. You know what he's going to tell you? He's going to do what Jordan and them did. He's going to say, I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, he may try to, where's this coming from? Or, I ain't worried about shit. Don't listen to him. He just want to know where it's coming from because he wish you had said it fucking sooner. Okay? Don't be trolled by a troll. But it's okay to tell somebody, I'm sorry. Don't even say I apologize. Say I'm sorry. Let me fix that. Jordan, I'm sorry. If there has been any live stream that I have done to offend you or your female nature, And she probably saying, Nate, goddamn it, nigga, I was looking at my pussy sideways, Nate. Listening to your live stream. It was this episode on January 3rd, approximately 4:32 a.m. I never forget, nigga, you said this shit at the timestamp was 45 minutes and 3 seconds. You said some bullshit, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, it fucked me up. But nigga, I'm glad you said it. Your apology is accepted. I'm telling you. You can't tell me every stream here. Some of y'all said there's some shit I don't agree with. Yeah, because you were offended. That's why. It's not that you would agree with it. I probably said all short niggas is, what can a short nigga do for you? Now they're like, fuck that nigga Nate. I'll never follow him no more. Fucking bastard. Tall ass motherfucker. Think he all that nigga. Let him fall. He'll fall and hurt harder. My short brothers, if I ever hurt you because I jokingly said anything about a short man, I apologize and I'm sorry if I ever hurt you. Look, see, Nate, see? She said, Nate, you a trip. See, I told you. She ain't denying that shit. She like, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I was shaving my shit. You try to say shaved pussies are ugly. I grew some hair on my shit, nigga, and what, nigga? And what? Okay? I got hair in my bush. I got a fucking bush there, nigga. All right? You talked all that shit about that bear shit. I like my bear shit. You try to say that shit was for kids. That was some bullshit. I disagreed with that. But yes, your apology is accepted because you did say some bullshit. Matter of fact, there's a couple of times, nigga, you probably owe me a few goddamn fucking damn response. You know what I mean? You talked about my goddamn Android phone. Oh, that wasn't me, nigga. That was my other homegirl. I put her on your channel. You talk about Android. You talk about your shitty iPhone. All right? She unfollowed your fucking ass. Maybe you should give her an apology. Well, if anybody's listening, anybody got an Android phone, you do know I was joking with you. You do know Android phones are way more technical than iPhones. iPhones is for dumb motherfuckers. All right. If you a dumb fuck, you probably got an iPhone. You ain't gonna have no trust. Smart motherfuckers always got them goddamn, believe me, I lying, Androids. You look at their phone, you say, I can't fuck with that nigga. I got this iPhone. All right. All right. It got a baby button here. It's easy to fucking manage. God damn it, nigga. Don't break my shit. God damn. And it adds character to you, because when you're unapologetic, there is no character. You're fucking like a dead man. You're like the uncle that sat in the hospital and I don't want to see my son. God, well, nigga, go to hell, right? But if a person is still apologetic and you're in the bed and you're telling people you have to forgive and then you die, I'll never forget you. Oh my God, gotta chill when I said that. Nate, you said some bullshit one time about LA rap and West Coast got on late, nigga. I ain't gonna front my brother. That fucked me up, nigga. I used to support your ass, nigga. Now I don't give you a fucking dollar, nigga, because you try to talk about that West Coast shit like me and Snoop had something to do with that, player. We ain't did nothing with you. We ain't did shit. Well, it was just a joke. It's called humor. I love the West Coast. Why would you take that personal? I understand. Because we're human beings. Well, Nate, what about our small dick niggas? Why are you worried about it, nigga? You got a tongue. I apologize to you, too. Small dick, big dicks. What you think make a difference, nigga? There's niggas I know they got big dicks that don't get no ass. Okay? Shit. Don't pay me no mind. You can't take every stream personal. And if you do push back, say, goddamn, Nate, what about the love for the little niggas? What about us, brother? So I can say, well, shout out to my little niggas. You should know me by now. If you don't know me by now, you'll never know me. You know right now, damn for sure, and we all know if there's something y'all taking personal on the live stream, I'm going to say, hold the fuck up. Let me go back on my words. I was just fucking with you. You know that. You know right now you say, hold on, Nate. What about the women with the shaved pussies? We feel a little disrespected. I'm like, hold on now. It ain't all bad. You know I'm just bullshitting with you. You know the lips is everything. It's about them lips. I don't give a fuck you got hair in it or not. Oh, I didn't know that, brother. Thank you, because I was about to unfollow your ass. I said, yeah, I would have unfollowed me too. I understand. That's like a nigga like, yo, fuck you Staten Island niggas. Fuck New York. Your niggas shit is dirty. It's dog shit all over the place. Well, it is. It is dirty. But goddamn, brother, you ain't had to say it like that. Goddamn. But Nate, what about getting on these old niggas and we buy pussy, we thirsty? Well, goddamn, brother. Can I have a sense of humor? Goddamn, it was a joke. When them comedians is getting on your asses, he tell y'all thank y'all for the night and gets that 20 million, y'all clap for the nigga, but goddamn me, you unfollow my ass. Goddamn. I'm apologetic, I understand. In order to have a forgiving heart, you have to be apologetic. In order to have a forgiving heart, you can't be broken. You have to fix it. A train, what happens when a train's going down the track and the track is broken? The whole train's going to derail. But you can fix the rail. God damn it, why don't you stop the train, let my construction workers fix the goddamn track? Can we replace a piece of rail? Yes, but you got to wait. Let me fix it. Well, I ain't waiting on no goddamn man. Well, don't wait for nature, because man is nature. Nature is man. Some niggas could build the goddamn house in a day. Some niggas will take 2-3 years, if not longer. Goddamn. Don't use unapologetic as a flex. It's not. Your crash out is not a flex. Goddamn, I crashed out. Why don't you tell me, goddamn it, why did you crash out? Well, Nate, you said some shit, it hit home. It really bothered me. Brother, that's why I didn't follow you no more. You fucking fucked me up. But brother, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. But if I was unapologetic, I said, well, fuck you, nigga. That's what you deserve, you piece of fucking garbage. Wow. Wow, nigga. Really? Really? I opened up to you and you gonna be like that? Fuck you, nigga. Goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. You have a beautiful day. Class is dismissed. Jordan said, in order to have a forgiving heart, yes. In order to have a forgiving heart, you have to be apologetic. Watch me. Don't blink. Don't blink. If you ever apologize to somebody and they say to you, I appreciate that, because you fucking hurt them. If they tell you, what is this coming from? It's because you hurt them. They've been hurt more. They know. Where is this coming from, yo? You know nothing bothers me. Listen, I just wanted to share that. Have a nice day. Use these tools, ladies and gentlemen. Get on your damn WhatsApp. Get in your inbox, your DMs. Leave them voice notes. Instagram gives up to 5 minutes voice notes now. Leave them on there and just say, man, listen. I know that I did some foul things and I know I wasn't loyal as a friend. I was disloyal to you. And I want to apologize and I want to say I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And I'm ashamed of what I've done. I bet you a motherfucker, I tell you one goddamn, they'll pop a tear. They'll pop a tear. That's right, write it down. In order to have a forgiving heart, you have to be apologetic. I'm living it. Oh, your people's acting crazy, family members. I mean, listen, you trust me. Stay on this journey. Before you know it, you're gonna be forgiving all the family members. Nothing gonna bother you anymore, because you're gonna be forgiving. Nothing will bother you ever again. Ladies and gentlemen, class is dismissed. I love you all. Enjoy your day. I love you. Peace.
Oh! Yeah. What's up? Yeah.